And that is quite interesting. Mithy, you know, I don't know if he was underrated or if he has just stepped up this split. What do you think it is that Veritas has earned this MVP and has just been stepping up?
I'm not sure. For me, personally, I never really looked at him as one of like the top AD carries in Europe, but after playing against him in the Gauntlet, I was really surprised when I played against both of them. I think it's not really Veritas who deserves MVP, but both of them together. I think they do a good job at pressuring them up, playing aggressively and not really faltering either. And even when they have a bad matchup, they pressure you and try to force you to make a mistake. So I definitely think they're a really good bot lane, and I don't know if they were just really bad during the split or something, or maybe communication issues. I don't know, but when I played against them, they definitely seemed like a different bot lane, and I had a lot of trouble adapting to their playstyle.
Yeah, I agree. Especially for me personally, it's hard to play against Hylissang's Bard. Like as you could see in this game, he's like always playing aggressive. He'll go at your tower, poke you a bit, and then tunnel out, and it's really annoying to play against. So I would just give MVP for both of the parts of the bot lane, so support and ADC. Like we are debating who should get it more, like AD or support. So it was in the end really close, and
yeah,
both of them.
AD got a big
They were
serious
much serious balance. I think they're a much better bot lane today. As two, yeah.
Also, their picks. I feel like they had a better understanding of what to pick.
Severe every game. So.
yeah, basically that. Yeah.
A Shen in there as well, an easy game plan. No, let's take a look, because that means that Splyce, or for Splyce rather, a new challenger approaches in our regional qualifier finals, our Gauntlet finals tomorrow. Splyce versus the Unicorns of Love. Now, the Unicorns of Love are 6-0 in the Gauntlet so far, and they are 5-1 over the season versus Splyce. Now, I know what you're going to say. There were 2 games, and the last regular day of the summer split where Splyce was not playing the most serious, but now the UOL is 5-1 over that match. They have played in the Gauntlet now for 2 days. They've dominated their opponent. Splyce is still with that little hangover of Krakow and not being able to beat G2 in that. So, come on, guys. You always bet against the Unicorns of Love, but do you want to change your vote?
I do.
You do?
I'm wearing the pink tie, and I feel like UOL's playstyle against a team, like no offense to Splyce, but I don't think individually they're gonna be able to like put down a lot of the UOL pressure, and they might crumble. But if they do come up this week and step up from their finals and play a much better individual game, they will win against UOL.
Well, for me, I would bet 3-2 for Splyce. I think Yamato will make notes, and he will see what we did well against Unicorns and what Fnatic did wrong today. So like he will know what to do, and I think Yamato can take the series
but the thing is,
on his back. Yeah.
The thing is that UOL has won both games 3-0, right? So Yamato doesn't really have that much to work with. Yeah, he has the losses of us and you guys, but UOL can adapt too.
Yeah, sure they can, but
I see the faith in you. You're going.
Yeah,
I still think Splyce is like better as a team. So I think if they didn't collapse like mentally after losing to G2 3-1 in the finals, like because the last game they played against you guys on the stage was really bad from them. Like they tilted super hard. I mean, so if they yeah, no problem.
Sorry. Oh, that's
if they came back from it, I think Splyce, I mean, they're favorites for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what you guys were in Krakow playing versus Unicorns of Love. You looked more convincing than Splyce did versus G2, but obviously G2 was maybe a couple of levels ahead of them. What would you say?
I would like to say that we did adapt during the series, and the first games I was caught off guard by the playstyle of the duo lane. I'm sure every other lane felt the same in the same way, and versus UOL.
Oh yeah, versus
and I feel like
aggressive.
Yeah, and I feel like during the series we adapted well, and on the last game we were warmed up and we did what we had to do.
Perks, what do you think is going to happen tomorrow?
I think it's really hard to say right now because Unicorns actually do looks. I don't know if both Fnatic and Giants are just not really good, or Unicorns is actually, or Unicorns is actually really strong because they've had some pretty good games and clean games, and I think they really know the meta well. Like they draft the champions they should, and they draft the way they should. But I think Splyce is also a team that drafts similar to them and has similar players in every matchup. Like every matchup should be like around equal.
Yeah.
Maybe I expect Splyce top jungle duo to come out ahead than Vizicsacsi.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
But yeah.
I think Trash is way better jungle than Move.
I think it will come down to UOL making proactive plays and Splyce playing well around them. If Splyce defends that proactive play, then Splyce will win. If Splyce gets run
crumble
over,
down,
then they will lose.
Well, historically or during the split, we've seen that Splice a lot of times is more of a slow starter. They don't just get the advantage and snowball off that. They wait. They even get behind in a lot of cases and then counteract. So Unicorns of Love now have shown that they can take a lead early and run with it. So is that a stylistic problem for Splice?
I think it might be actually because I mean I'm not sure how much is Splice used to playing against those kind of aggressive early plays that Unicorns make and the way they play on lane, like each lane, top, mid, and bot. From what I heard, they all play really aggro, especially mid from my perspective. I don't know about like other lanes, so they're very easily to get punished too. Like if Trashy plays good, I think he can easily punish their aggressiveness and the overextension in the whole map.
Well, I think every time Unicorns plays on the stage, it's hard to predict either they're gonna lose or win, because it's the most unpredictable team in the league for me. Like they always have this, as you guys like to say, the chaos style XD.
I think it's getting better though. It's getting
it's less chaos, but
Yeah.
I think still they can, like if everything collapses for them, they still have it, the chaos star. So then they will just pick Bard and just run around the map and try to kill people, you know. So I think it's hard to predict match of this particular team, but as I said, I believe Splice will take them.
All right, well, we'll see what happens. And also earlier, we opened up the ELO on the desk to you, and at JackWhite21 asked, Mithy and Vander, what bottom lane duos are you looking forward to facing at Worlds? Looking forward to, a little afraid of? You can choose.
Well, I already play against the best duo bot in the world, so
Oh.
I have nothing else to fear.
I'd say Deft and Mako and Gorilla and Prey, just because
And Mata and Uzi.
I don't really. I mean, I want to play against everyone, but I would prefer to play against Deft and Mako if I had to choose that Chinese bot lane to play against.
I see.
Bot lane.
Yeah, sure, but
There's a sense for revenge there.
I mean, if I can choose every bot lane, then yeah, sure, I want to get as much practice as possible. But judging from what I've seen, I think Deft and Mako are really strong. They are a very big pillar on their team, and so is Prey and Gorilla.
Okay.
No, not so much, but they're Koreans, so they're probably fucking good anyway.
Okay, that's 2 out of 3 already. Vander, of course, we know there's an H2K announcement coming soon about who will be there, but what will it be like for you finally going to go to Worlds? And we know that last year for H2K as Norge, it wasn't the best, but after the Korean bootcamp, how do you see your chances?
Well, I think a lot can happen in the bootcamp. I think if depends also what like drawing you get in the group stage, right? I think we have a chance to get past the group stage and then see what we're gonna do from there. Yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm really happy. I will join the G2 crew.
Yeah.
G2 crew.
As much as H2K's disappointment of Europe usually.
Also,
Sorry, Wander, but I think H2K was actually gonna be a very strong team in best of 1 because in best of series they tend to tilt and some BGs happen. Can you confirm that?
yeah, because you never tilt, right?
No
yeah,
comments,
I tilt
no
often,
comments.
but I have
We are
my
never
team,
tilt, our
I have my
mental is
team
the
to back
best.
me up, you know. But I think in best of 1s, they have good drafts for best of 1s and they have really solid gameplay for 1 game series. So I think they can actually surprise and easily get out of groups.
I think like these playoffs, for example, our problems were that we didn't adapt sometimes in the pick and ban. Like we didn't ban Gnar, for example, like pick it or do something with it at all. And then I think we like mischose a side at least once. So, and yeah, maybe the tilt is a problem too sometimes. I don't want to talk too much about that. But
I feel like you guys will get a lot of experience though from going to Worlds and just not really playing on stage because you don't really get that many games on stage. I mean, unless you make it to the finals, but mostly scrimming all these really top tier teams from other regions for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. That makes a really big difference for it.
What is a success
so
for
too.
G2 at Worlds? What is success?
I think making it out of groups is already success, in my opinion.
I have the same. I just want to take it step by step. So the first step is obviously get out of the groups, which is like my biggest goal because the last international performance wasn't best for me or our team. So I just want to take it slowly and get out of groups and then take it quarterfinals by semifinals by just
Finals by world champions.
Yeah,
why not? Why not?
Yeah.
So just take it
Dream big.
1 step by step and getting out of groups is already like achievement for me. So
Vander, likewise?
yeah, I mean, we want really to get out of group stage, and then, as I said, we will see what can we achieve from there. I think it's a lot up to the who you're gonna face in the groups, and then who you're gonna face after. Like if you face the best team, like in the tournament, then maybe you will get out faster, like in quarters. You know, even though you were a good team. So it's hard to predict, and we're just gonna. I think we're gonna practice like harder than ever to not disappoint.
Same.
Europe hopes so.
Same.
Yes.
No
No
vacation.
vacation.
this time.
Yeah.
Vacation is over.
Yeah, meme is dead. Another tweet for you, Perks. At Ignashi asks, "Are you wearing Krepo's clothes again?" I don't actually know whose outfit this is.
I do believe that might be the case.
Do
No,
you?
I'm actually, from my perspective, I'm wearing a Krepos shirt and a Quickshot's suit. So,
You're just channeling all of them.
yeah,
for your,
and I'm taking them home for
Yeah.
sure. So,
God of we can see that God of Europe is a beggar and he asks for clothes, everyone.
No, but you guys look great. It's been great having you on the desk as well, and that will be it. So thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you
We done.
for having us.
for having us.
And thank you for the Telestrator segment, you two. Now, Vander, you got to
Yeah,
do one
me
next
too.
time.
Yeah.
Booty.
But if he was so good, I think you should keep him for.
I'm
more.
pretty sure if you guys haven't checked the Telestrator, you should check it
Yes,
again.
check it out.
You
yes.
can see Mid's booty is like
Yeah, it's
Spanish
lovely.
one.
Right?
Yeah, but you did great. Okay, it's time for us to call it a night, but we will be back tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central European Summer Time for the final European fight of the 2016 season as Splice tries to redeem themselves after their loss in Krakow. There we see it. The guys here, they believe that Unicorns might have a bigger chance than we have
I
thought.
don't.
You don't, okay.
I'm sticking with Spywin.
Spy win?
Yeah, Spywin.
UOL win.
You all in?
I changed sides.
You cheat.
Oh,
The tie, the
now
tie,
you're right,
the
you
tie,
can't-
the tie made it. Yeah.
And Vander, also Spy win.
Yeah, spy.
Okay, we'll see what happens. And in just a little while, Cloud9 will face off against Envious in the second round of the NALCS regional qualifier starting at 9 p.m. Central European Summertime. Quick prediction?
C9 3-0.
C9 3-1.
Envy has 2 Koreans, 3 Koreans.
But
You guys
not.
sure?
But it's
Wait,
second class,
no,
second
wait.
tier Koreans.
Wait,
it's-
it's C9
it's
versus
tier.
Envy? Well, it was Immortals. C9 versus Envy is a 3-0. For
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
All right,
I
well,
believe in C9.
Yeah.
we will see what happens. They have that magic in the gauntlet anyway. From us here in Berlin, good night, GG, and we'll see you
Then-
back here tomorrow.
Peace.